Hello everyone, welcome to AI Anytime channel. In this video, we are going to look at Gemini Nano. It's a new innovation by Google where they help you get quick responses on device with or without a data network. That's what they say. And it's done at DeepMind and I'm looking forward to it because the biggest problem we see when it comes to large language model is latency. Nobody would like to wait for 30, 40, 50 seconds or more than that, for getting a response from a chatbot or from a conversational system or from an information discovery standpoint, right? Nobody wants to wait that long. And also on devices like embedding devices, mobile devices, so on and so forth. No, it's difficult. Nobody wants to wait that long. And that's why Gemini Nano, let's say that Google is saying the most efficient model for on-device tasks. So let's have a look at on Gemini Nano here. If you look at on my screen, this is what I'm currently on. It says build with Gemini. You can go to Gemini dashboard and do it. Nano size, mega utility. So they had announced it earlier, but now it's available now, and you can use it for image understanding, speech transcriptions, and text summarization, so on and so forth. And it's later this year you can see Pixel and Android users will be the first to experience its new multimodal capabilities. You have images, you kind of get what that image is about. You will see these features now in uh, this mobile OS like Android, Pixels, etc. And you can find out they have given some demo here, for that. And then they have some reports. And then you can go to Gemini on the dashboard to build application. But let me show you how you can try it out, guys. So if you can see, Gemini provides you Ultra, Pro, Flash, and Nano. We're going to talking about Nano here. I'm going to show you a demo. So I already have something called, I have a browser. So I have Chrome Canary. You can get Chrome Canary here if you want to download it. It says Chrome Canary features for developers. So I have already downloaded and installed it. So let me just show that here. You can see it says Google Chrome Canary. Let me open that. And you can see it opens a new browser. Okay, so it's a new web technologies, like this is an early access version of Chrome. You can try it out. You can try out new web technologies and API as soon as possible, and as soon as they become available. That's the right statement on Canary. So you can also try Chrome Dev, which is more stable than Canary, but I was finding some difficulties to use that as well. Now, once you come on Chrome Canary here, you have to do Chrome, and you can see you have to do first Chrome flags, and then when you do Chrome flags, you have to enable a few things. You have to enable optimization guide, and you can let me read it for you. It says by enabling these features, you could lose browser data or compromise your security or privacy. Enabled features apply to all users of this browser. If you are an enterprise, blah blah blah, not required. Okay, and this is my version. You can see now I already have enabled two things, and you can find out a bunch of things over here. I'm not interested in all of those things, but don't think that if you enable these two, then you are compromising on security. There are other features when you enable those, then it might be a problem, but not for these two. So for that, what you have to do, you have to enable optimization guide on device. You can see I have enabled bypass perf. You can see it over here, right? This is something that you have to enable bypass perf requirement. It says execute models on device, Mac, Windows, Linux, Chrome OS, Lacros, and then prompt API for Gemini Nano. So you have to enable this exploratory prompt API. You can see I already have done it, and this is also enabled. So you have to enable these two things first, and once you are done with that, here you have to come here again in the URL. So first is Chrome flags, and then the next is Chrome components for optimization. Let me show that here. Now, when you do Chrome components, okay, you have to go on optimization guide on device model. You can see this over here. Status is up to date. You have to check for update. So if you're coming it here for the first time, you have to click on this, check for update, and you can see it says component already up to date. So for in my case, it's already up to date. So I don't have to do anything here. So these are the this is where this is these are the requirements before you go and try it out in console and see uh, what big deal about Nano. Okay, so for me, in my case, I'm okay. I rerun it and you can see it's done. Now I'll just go here in, you can see this is a new tab here, and I can just go to inspect, can go to console, and then you need code. So let me just show that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on, I have a gist. I'm just going inside my gist, your gist, and you can see I have a nano.py. You have to run this. You can try it out, and if it works, now you can see what I'm doing. I have a constant called can create, and I'm using window.ai.can create text session. So basically a text session over here, and then I have a can create equals no. I'm just printing Gemini Nano, else it will give you. So my question is, I'm having a session dot prompt, and I'm asking how to cook a Italian pizza. Okay, I think that should be an. Now this is on device, guys. You can see we are doing it here in the browser and stuff, and exactly. So when you are running it for the first time, or it takes a bit of time when you run it for the first time, so you have to wait for it, and then you will start running it subsequently again and again, then it will be a bit faster. So this is how you can run it over here. You have to wait. It will. So this this await window.ai.create text session that you see, it has three values. That's one is ready, one is after download, and one is no. So when you are running for the first time, it has to download a few things, and that's why it might take a bit of time. But when you start running it for the next time onwards, it will be faster. And now you can see we got the output here. It gives me an ingredients. It says 1 cup all purpose flour. I'll just copy this. This is basically a markdown, guys. So I'll just gonna copy this and I'll show you probably somewhere. I'll come here and I'll go to Drillinger, and you can see this is the output we got. So we got ingredients, and it gives you all the ingredients that you need to cook an Italian pizza. Then you have instructions: make the dough, roll and shape the dough, assemble the pizza, bake the pizza, and tape. So fantastic. I mean, loved it. So this is how you can get the output. You can see it's completely on device. Okay, and it's not it's not that difficult. You go to inspect, go to console, and you just put your so I'll just take the gist. So this is how you can, very simple script. You can again make this a bit comprehensive. I'm not a JavaScript guys, but I was just reading it on the documentation. Now here you say how to cook a Italian pizza. As I said, it's readily, it's after download or no. So these are the three things that it will return. So it has three values, that you run it, and you can try it out. Let me ask a question. For example, write a Python code to print first and prime now. Or let's do something like that. Okay, so now you do it, and you can see we are running it in Canary. You can probably try it in Chrome Dev, okay, which is more stable, and Chrome Dev is more stable. I can see it was fast, guys. It took around 5 to 6 seconds, and it gives you function to check if number is prime. Okay, what did I say? I said write a Python. I wanted to write Fibonacci. Sorry, excuse me for that, but it's fine. Function to check if number, and the model is able to understand what I'm asking. So this is great. I loved it. It will be easier to build on devices application, guys. When you have an embedded device, if you have something of that sort, you can use that. So this is how you do it. So you have to just do two things. You have to do Chrome flag. So install Canary, and you do Chrome flag, and then you do Chrome components. These are what you have to do, and then you're able to try this out in your console. And the same way you can build your applications in browser, if you want to do that. You can build that. You can also build extensions on top of it if you want. So it's up to you what you want to do. Let me know your thoughts on Nano. Runs on device and Pixels, Android, embedded devices everywhere. You can use it. Let me know your thoughts and feedbacks. What do you do with Nano in the comment box. You can also join our Discord community, guys. Let me show that pretty quick. Okay, so we have a Discord community of AI Anytime. We have announced some giveaways. So if you come here, I'll give the link in description for this Discord. And when you come here, you can find out our current events. So we are having Nitro Challenge. We are giving Nitros giveaways, and then we also have Community Pillar giveaways where we are giving limited edition AI Anytime merchandise to our community pillars and members. So you can see this is how our Discord looks like. We have a lot of things set up here. We have a global chat where you can see somebody has asked how to build a rack solutions, an enterprise grade end-to-end rack. Somebody has given a very good answer here. I love this answer. And then you have three help channel: data science, Gen AI, normal development and stuff. We keep doing town halls, we have hackathons, we have project showcase where you can showcase your projects, you can win some freelancing gigs, you can get job, internships, so on and so forth. So join our Discord. I'll give the link in description. And that's all for this video, guys. I hope you like the video. If you like, please hit the like icon. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel. That motivates me to create more such videos in near future. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.